All right then. So now let's go ahead and start developing the back section for this profile card. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm gonna bring this back section. So basically we can't see the back section because the overflow is completely hidden. If you inspect these elements and if you click this back section, you can't see it anywhere. See, it's beyond that card, it's outside the card. So what I need to do is I'm gonna go here and I'm going to bring the back section absolutely top of it. So to bring it absolutely top of it, I need to mark this card as its parent. To do that, position, I'm going to keep it as a relative. So because the card is the parent element and the back is inside the card element. So the back division should always focus this card. So that's the reason card is going to be relative and this back it's going to be absolute. So scroll down, dot card and dot back, open it up, and I'm just going to say width, I'm going to make this position as absolute and content empty, and it should be always on the top left. So top it's going to be 0, or wait a second, let's say okay, width it's going to be 100%, height it's going to be 100%, and the backdrop filter blur it's going to be 10 pixels. Save these changes. So we can't see the back section, I think so. Yes, we can't see the back section, so we need to figure it out why it is happening. So the back section, where it is, okay, it's here, it's at the bottom. Why it is at the bottom? So we need to figure it out. Card back, what is style? Inside this card only we're having this. Even if I'm refreshing it, okay, here it is, but still it is at the bottom. Okay, so we need to mark the position where it needs to be. It needs to be on the top 0 and left 0. Now you can see, okay, so previously I made the position as an absolute, but I failed to mark the pinpoint the positions where I need it to be. So it needs to be on the top of it, right? Okay, so now what we have to do is we have that positions layer over there. So this is already absolute positions. Inside this, whatever it is display, it's going to be flex direction. Of course, it's going to be column, and align items at the center, and justify content. It's going to be space between. All right. So inside this, I'm gonna bring that close icon, and I'm gonna bring the content over here. So if you look at this content over here, we have this white section and we have this icons over here and there. So right, we need to bring those icons and everything, right? So for that, I'm going to use this box icon. So I'm going to use this box icons. There are lots of icons package available, font awesome, hero icons, icons 8. I'm going to use this box icons. So click this and click this GitHub, and if you scroll down, you can get their official link. Copy this link and go to your index.html right after our particular CSS, paste it. Then let's get back over here. I need this close icon, which means X, where it is. Here it is, this one. If you click this, click the font and click this and put it over here. So I'm gonna put it like close icon div. Inside here, I'm gonna put it over there. Right now, if you get back here, I can see the X mark over there. So I'm gonna copy this and get back to the styles.css. So inside the card and inside the back section, I'm going to put the close icon, and I'm going to make this division width as 100%, and I'm going to make the display as flex, and I'm going to make this align items in the center, and justify the content as the flex end. Now it will push the X marks at the end, but I need to add some padding. So padding, I'm not going to add the padding for this. I'm going to add the padding for the entire back section itself. So padding, it's going to be top and bottom 20 and left and right 20 pixels. Save changes. Look at that. That's looking good. So then not 20, we can keep it as 12 and 24. 12 pixels and 24 pixels, something like that. Otherwise 16, 24, that would be better. Yes. Then so now inside this close icon, we need to wrap this icon. Okay, let's try something else. So I'm gonna copy this and I'm going to icon tag. So for this padding, it's going to be 10 pixels all the corner, okay, or 5 pixels. Then background, it's going to be RGBA white or something like that, and border radius, it's going to be 100%, something like this, and cursor is going to be font pointer, and the font size, it's going to be 20 pixels, something like that. And then I need to adjust this padding, it's going to be 16 and this is going to be 12. That looks way much better, right? So, and for this text color, I'm going to keep it as white color, triple F, something like that. Cool. All right, so look at that. Then when I hover this icon, I need to change the color background a little bit darker to 4, something like this. That even look much better. Cool. Now we finish the top section, then we need to go on to the content section. So let's go to the content section. So dot content, copy this, say the changes, and right after here, inside the card and inside the back section, we have the content section. Yes, so this is going to be width 100%, and height, of course, it's going to be the 30% of the height. And then the background color, it's going to be hash F1 F1 F1. Say this changes. And now we can, the problem of adding the padding over here, we can understand that's padding, it's because this one. Got it? And now we can see it's taking the complete height and width. So the padding, what we can do is I can put it inside this close icon, and I can put in the same padding level into the content section. Now the padding issue is resolved. So let's increase the height to 40. That's, it depends on the content, right? So it depends on the content or on what we needed. So let me close this, and now we can see it depends on the content. Almost it's taking 50 or 60% height. I'm going to keep it 50 like this, and I'm going to keep this position as a relative position. All right, and everything inside of this, it's going to be display, flex, align items center, and justify content start. And I'm going to keep this align item also start, and the flex direction, it's going to be the column direction. So inside the content, what we need to have a naming section, and we need to have this social media followers section. So for that, I'm gonna bring what we can do is okay, so dot name section, this one, and dot followers. Okay, inside the name section, what we need to do, I'm gonna have 2 more divisions, sorry, 1 paragraph tag, which is going to be my name, and another one is going to be the profession and the location, right? So for that, I'm going to give the division, which is going to be the into the name section is going to be the lower section or something. In here, first I need to bring one more div, which is going to be I'm going to have one icon, so I need to bring the icons, right? So I closed it. Oh my god, box icons. icons. Here, search for heart and bring this heart over here. Oops, click it and paste it here and have one paragraph like creator, and copy this division one more time and paste it and bring the location or map, this one or this one, whatever you wish. I'm going to choose this one. So then I'm going to delete this one and paste it. So this is how it should look, right? So let's go ahead and fix this. So first I need to make this name sections to occupy the complete length, right? So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so now card dot back, inside that we have the content, and now we have the name section. This should take the 100% of the width. Fine. Then now it should be flex direction, and flex direction it's going to be column, and align items it should be in the center, and justify the content in the center. Looks good. So now copy this, and inside that we have this what's that, lower section, I think so. Yes, lower, and that's going to be display flex. Yep, that's looking good, I think so. Lower, wait a minute. Yep, display flex, align item center, and justify content center, and the gap it's going to be, instead of keeping it a center, justify space evenly and make the width as 100%. Save the changes. That's looking much better, right? And inside this lower, we have one more div inside in it. So that should be same, display flex, align item center, justify content center, and gap it's going to be 20 pixels. Save the changes. I think 20 is too much. 12 pixels. All right. So for the name section also we need to have some gap in it. So gap it's going to be 20 pixels. That's looking better. Now inside these name sections I have the paragraph. So font size it's going to be 24 pixels. 20 pixels, and font weight it's going to be 800. All right, so now inside this I do have a paragraph, and for that paragraph font size it's going to be 16 pixels, and the text color it's going to be #555 or 444, something like that. I think that's looking better. And this is going to be the location, which is going to be the sarcasm. Yes, it is. All right. So then this is the name section, and this is the content section. Inside the content, what we do have, okay, inside the content we do have this flex directs. Justify content should be space between, because at the top we need to have the name, and at the bottom we need to have the follower sections, right? So inside these followers I need to have a paragraph. So let's say 200k, and span tag, let's say Instagram, and let's say LinkedIn and Twitter, LinkedIn, and in YouTube, something like this. All right. So for this followers, I'm gonna say dot card dot back and dot content dot follower section. Width, of course, it's going to be 100%, and display, of course, it's going to be flex. Align items, it's going to be center, and justify content, it's going to be space evenly. Save these changes. Oops. Card back content What just happened? Why it is broken? Maybe because of this. No, not because of that. Okay, let me stop it and rerun it one more time. I don't know what is just happened right now. It's broken. Oops, my bad. A small comma may create an entire problem over there. Okay, all right. So for this then what I need to do, I need to bring the border. So border uh, top 1 pixel solid RGBA, this black color. Now you can see we have the border over there. Then copy and paste it, and as well as we need to have it for the right side as well. For the right, I need to add that for the paragraph tag which is inside, padding of course top and bottom 30 pixels, left and right 25 pixels, like this. Then I need to bring the border which is going to be the right side border. Save the changes. Look at that. All right. But for the last side, last one also, we have the paragraph. So for that, for the paragraph last child, I don't need the border right. So border right, it's going to be none. Save these changes. Now the border right will be removed. And this paragraph tag, it's need to be text align center. Save these changes. And font size, it's going to be 24 pixel and or at least 20 pixel. And font weight, it's going to be 800. Save these changes. And the text color, of course, it's going to be #444. Let's keep it as 16 pixels. I think that much better. All right, 16. And then inside this span tag, of course, we do have the paragraph tag. We have this span tag, and for that, what is it? Yeah, for that, let's keep the display as block, and font size, it's going to be 14 pixels, something like that. And margin top, it's going to be 10 pixels, something like this. All right, for the paragraph tag, for this letter spacing, it's going to be 0 pixels. And for this paragraph, I'm going to keep the letter spacing as 1.75 pixels, something like that. And let's keep this, bring this as 20 pixels now. That looks way much better. Then I need to bring that, if you need, you can keep the plus icon. In this case, I'm just going to leave it. So this back section, it need to be hidden by default. It should not be displayed. So for the back section, by default display, it's going to be none. I'm not going to display it. But if the back section, along with the back section, if I have this one more button called show, then I need to display with the flex property, right? So over here in the back section, along with the back section, if I have the show property, then I need to display it. If I don't have the show property, then I need to remove it. Look at that. How cool is that? Then now what we have to do, we have to go and do that actions. Let's go ahead and do that actions.